So to better help us understand muxes, let's look at a mux timing diagram. Here we have a 4-to-1 mux, meaning we have a 4-bit input going to 1-bit output, and we have a 2-bit selection to select which of those 4 bits are going to get selected to the output F. So when the select is 0, we're going to get D0 on the output. Let's get a pen here. So we're going to get D0 on the output. Oops. All the way until the select changes to 2. When it's 2, we're going to get D2 on the output, which is here. D2 is also 0. Then when it's 1, we're going to get D1. So when we get the change here, we're going to go up to D1. And then we change to 0, and we're going to get D0. So we change to 0 around here. D0 goes down, and then it goes up again. And we keep that D0 until, again, we change to 2. We get D2, which is a high. Then we change to 3. So at this point, we're going to get whatever D3 is, which is 0. It stays 0 up until here, and then we're going to get whatever 2 is for this whole time. 2 is 0, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, and then again here we're going to change to whatever 3 is. So at this point it's low, and then at the end it goes high. So there you go. Our F is going to look like this based on the select inputs and whatever value D is. Let's look at one other example. In this case, we have a 2-to-1 mux. So one select bit, if it's 0, X0 is going to go through. If it's 1, X1 is going to go through. That's going to get ANDed with an enable signal. So only if the enable signal is high will we get anything coming out of the output. So already, if enable is 0, we know that the AND gate is going to give us a 0 output. So the first thing we can do is go ahead and put zeros wherever enable is 0. Now wherever enable is 1, we're going to have to evaluate what happens in the rest of this circuit. So let's start off right here. Select is 0. So if select is 0, we're going to get the output X0. So if X0 is high, we're going to get the value high, and then when it goes low, it's going to become 0 because 0 ended with 1 is going to give us a 0. Alright, up until select becomes 1, now we have to look at what X1 is doing. So X1 is high, so right here we're going to go high for X1, and it stays high for the whole time we're selecting X1. Then it goes down, well maybe it doesn't go down, we have to see what X0 is doing. So now we're selecting X0, X0 did go down, so we're going to get X0. X0 then goes high, so we go high. And now again we switch to X1, so we look at whatever X1 is doing, and it's high. And then here we're still looking at X1 and it goes low over there. That lines up. Then here again we switch to X0. X0 is high at this point, so at that switch we're going to go up. And we're looking at X0 the whole time. It stays high, and then enable drops low, so we drop low. So there you go. That's how the timing diagram would look like for this circuit.